I'm a trip out. Yo, what's up, YouTube? So, really quickie mondo, right? I did get one sale today on Depop. I will have to immediately refund said sale. I only made like $5 on the sale. It's nothing crazy. I will immediately have to refund the sale because I could not find the flipping item to save my life. I scavenged every. First of all, you can see right here. I mean, you can't see the bins, but and my floor is a little dirty. But bro, I have two bins of clothes right here, right? I went through both of those. I had a bag of clothes. I went through those. I sorted out all my clothes, something I needed to do or I've been needing to do for like eons, and I just so happened to do it today. Organized my closet completely. It looks super pretty in there. Cool. Lined up all my shoes in color matching order, all my clothes in color matching order. Siphoned through all my clothes I did not want. I have a pile of like 5 or 6 clothes, like upper clothes items that I have to go ahead and list on Depop because those are items I no longer want. And the items that I did want, I took from out of the Depop pile and put them in my closet and hung them up and made sure they're nice and clean right there, right? Move my trash can right here beside me, move my mirror back over here. I basically moved everything around to make it look a little bit cleaner, but basically, I had to rip apart everything. I went through all of my bins of clothes and I could not find it worth a damn, okay? So I was like, might as well just clean up the room while I'm at it. Did that. Everything's done now. Yeah, that was my morning. To add to that, I also did trade today. I don't remember how much specifically I made. I believe it was 1.1K at the lowest, 1.5 at the highest. Now, the reason I can't tell you the specific number itself is because slippage is a thing and it doesn't show my P&L for the day. I don't know who does that or what, but I'm using the 5%ers, and if you guys have been watching me for a minute now, the video is deleted, but I did talk about how the 5%ers scammed me out of an account and all that stuff. And funny enough, I found this account like last month, or not last month, but a few days ago because I got a notification in my mail saying, hey, this account's about to go void and it's about to be terminated. So I was like, I didn't know I still had an account. So I was like, okay, it's probably just a demo account or something. No, it's a 100K active account. So I was like, all right, bet. Let's go ahead and see if we could pass this, what's the word for it? Not certification, but, yeah, you know the word. I know you're saying it to yourself behind the camera, but I don't know what you're talking about. But anyways, yeah, the affiliation or whatever the hell it's called. So I was like, all right, let's see if we could pass it. I've traded on it 2 days and I've made 1K profit. I think it was 1.6K the first trade. My second trade, which was today, is 1.1, like I said, or 1.5. I don't know, or somewhere in between that. Like I've been saying for the past few videos, I'm not going to trade unless I feel like trading. I woke up this morning, looked at the market after like 9:30, and I dead ass didn't mark anything out. I didn't look at anything. I didn't look for special movements or nothing. All I saw was chart go down, chart go up here. Chart had 3 pips that weren't touched here. Retrace into down at that. And I took the trade off of that, and there was a time when it looked like I was going to go negative 1.8K, but I held it out. I'm going to be real. What I learned from the past is you just have to let it hit stop loss or take profit. It did not hit stop loss, so that shit went to take profit, and we made a W. So I'm all happy with that. 15 minute is the best minute. I'm not going to lie to you. So once again, we are a little bit back into trading. I'm kind of taking it like a rehab kind of situation. I'm kind of getting back into it, getting back out of it, getting back into it, getting back out of it until I can like keep my skills fresh. You know what I mean? So that's with that. Like I said, that's my morning pretty much. My afternoon was cleaning my room and closet and all that stuff and making that sale and really navigating sales on Depop today. There is an item that I do want to list on eBay, which is this like 1990s jacket, but I believe I already have it listed on eBay. But if not, then yeah. Some of the items that are in my closet, I'm going to keep. So I'm going to go ahead and unlist those from Depop and then add these new ones to Depop, kind of refreshing my feed a little bit. I did already send people offers and we're kind of just waiting to see what happens. I'm still doing a little bit of networking on Instagram as usual. I got back into following for following is a method. It's a method and I'm gonna use it, my boy. I'm gonna be real with you. Because if you guys don't know, I do post only stories, so it is a lot harder for me to gain traction than it would be for somebody that posts reels because you get fed out into the feed. I don't get that, so I only did that because I didn't want to be like highly known, and I'm still that kind of way. Like that's one of my biggest fears, being super popular and it being a fact of where like I don't know who knows me when I'm in public and who's trying to get me and who's trying to help me. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of benefits that come with building a personal brand, but I don't want to scale my personal brand so large that it becomes a problem. Like, and I'm constantly paranoid. And I kind of see like how people like Corey Kinshin lived, how people like Quan lives and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, obviously they're like at the highest echelon kind of thing, but that stuff is terrifying to me because you go out in public, somebody might be coming after you, bro. You never know. You can't post certain things, you can't have certain freedoms, and I don't want it to get to that point. So I'm cool with 20K and under, bro. I'll be real. 50K might be cool for me. That might be a little too much, but 50K is cool. That's enough to where like if I need to, I can get help, and it's slim enough to where like people don't notice me in public. And yeah, but Instagram, I do have a lot of people recognize me from when I'm just walking around in my town. I'd say maybe every day I'm out, I get zero recognition. But I'd say like once a month, I have somebody be like, "Yo, I saw that video you posted," or da 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 da, and I'd be like, "Huh?" Like I'm still not used to it to this day, but it's usually like friends or people I've seen before. But on the slight chance that it's somebody else, they'll be like, "Yo, I watched your videos before, bro. You posted on this," or a friend will be like, "Yo, I saw your video that you posted on this." I'd be like, what the fuck? Or how do you know that? Or then make a reference or something, and I'll be like, what? So that's basically my day for today. What do I have planned? Not much left besides like trying to get a sale out, see what I can do on that end. It is getting very close to the day of reckoning, which is me having to pay that big bill that I got from a nice fellow police officer or go to court for it. I'm not going to court for it. Matter of fact, I might pay it late. But if I do get my payout by then, I really don't want to have to pay it. I'll be real, but I don't want my license suspended either. So, oh, you know what I mean. Like I said, I could go to court about it, but like I couldn't be bothered to wake up in the morning and go and listen to somebody fucking ramble for a few minutes or something like that. I can't. I genuinely can't be bothered. I'd rather pay the bill. Um, that is one thing I'm looking forward to when I get not rich. Like I said, I don't want to be rich anymore. I just want to have a good amount of money. But when I have a good amount of bread, bro, that's going to be my favorite part of it. Just spending money on like, bro, get out of my face. Like, F you money for real, bro. That's mostly what I'd use it for, I feel like. So if somebody come to me with some stupidness, I'd be like, bro, just pay it off. Get it out of the way, man. Get that like immediate stress kind of thing out of my head. Like immediate needs to be paid kind of things. I need to get that out of my way, have it on auto pay to where I just don't have to worry about it and look at it. What else? Like I said, for the rest of the day, it's just gonna be me messing around pretty much. And yeah, I think tomorrow I don't have much planned either. Maybe I'll take a trade, maybe I won't. Something that I have been running into is my body is starting to get lazy because of probably all the Roblox. I'm gonna be real. That and I'm kind of like auto adjusting. I am getting back into my rhythm, but the first like 3 days coming back from vacation, bro, I felt heavy. Like I'll be real, and it's not like weight wise. I felt like I got out of bed late, and when I did get out of bed, like I felt heavy as hell, like double my weight for real. And like I said, I'm coming up out of that. That's good. I am starting to slim down a little bit too, physically. And I did see McDonald's posted a new food item, so I will have to go check that out. I don't know if it'll be today or when I get paid or whatever, but I will go take myself to go get that milkshake. I don't care about the rest of the meal, just the milkshake. I have been also telling you guys recently that I am trying to get adjusted to this McDonald's quite often kind of meal, and I am getting adjusted to it. I For the past few months, McDonald's have been like top food places I've been eating at recently, I'll be real. Especially since my car like got sold. So McDonald's, I'll bike there, get something to eat, come back type shit. So that is my diet pretty much. And when I do move, obviously that's like one of the top places that people will be at, 7-Eleven and McDonald's. And I love both of those spots. So all of this is really to still get accustomed to the move and see how it's going. I can't wait, and I'm really hoping that I will be able to do this, but I want to do a vlog while I'm out there. I can't say the place, but while I'm out there, I do want to do a vlog. If I can't, then but I do want to spend like a cool... If I go solo, I'll spend 10 days out there or so, like 15 or 10. If I go with somebody, I'm going to spend like 30 plus. And that's so I can kind of get the full experience of like living in an apartment and, you know, like surviving on the money that I make already and stuff like that. So I do want to do that, but at least have a backup plan worth of money of like 2-3K just in case I need it. But I know for a fact I could live off of like a band. And I am going to probably do that, like strictly just take a band and then take up 2K backup money just in case and spend like a month out there until the visa runs out and then do my due, you know what I mean? So I'm very excited for that. That's once again what we're working for, and that's what I've been looking forward to the most. It is good to see that trading is still a skill that I have, even at like the brain dead amount that I'm using it, where I'm just looking at the market and saying, go down, go up, press, like type stuff. So it is kind of refreshing to see that I still do have that skill after taking months breaks repetitively. And like I said, I want to get used to this whole, like, this is my life. It's kind of minuscule. And the thing that I'm thinking the most of right now is I love the way the life is going. I love the way that's going. It's going chill, in my opinion. Obviously, everything is burning around me, but I'm that one meme of the guy sipping coffee on a stool. But I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, bro, I genuinely don't have a problem with how it's going. But I have so much free time that I need to occupy myself. And this was something that I struggled with a lot when I first started doing day trading, I want to say, like day trading and all my other things. Once I got out, or actually it was after that, a little bit after that, once I got out of like hitting hardcore grind sessions every single day and my day was fully booked out, being like not having anything to do, quote unquote, feels like I'm doing something wrong. You know what I mean? And I understand like a normal person's operating day is doing barely anything, just go to work and come back home and just jick off the rest of the day. But like my normal operating day was like going to the gym, coming back home, working out, eating, cooking a meal. What else? Taking a run, taking a bike, doing some basketball, studying at night, doing push-ups, reading a book, and then watching a video on my mentorship, and then going to sleep. Like that was my daily autopilot mode for like a year straight. So getting out of that, that is like, to a normal person, that's like doing extreme and doing super too much, right? To me, that was my normal. And now I'm doing all of what I'm doing now, and it feels like I'm doing something wrong because I'm operating like a normal human being, if that makes sense. And to me, operating like a normal human being is still somebody's good day. Like getting some small task done and some business work done is like a normal day for some people, other than the fact of instead of doing the task, they're working at a job. So I keep thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, if I get a 9 to 5, like that'll kind of balance out how much time I have. But then that conflicts with the whole goal that I have set out, because I'm not going to have a 9 to 5 when I move. Like, to be realistic, I won't have a job. I need to get this automated, and I need to get it done quick. So, or it's not that I have to get it done quick, but I have to get it done effectively to where I can get it to where it's sustainable. It's not that I want to get it done quick, because quick falls apart. I want it done effectively, as good as possible, so it's stable, if that makes sense. So, because like I said, when I move out or I move away, I will not have a job. So if I don't have a job then, what makes me think getting a job now is going to help my situation further? Yeah, it'll give me some more capital, but I'm going to become reliant on that stream of income like I used to in the past, where, yeah, I was making money from trading and yeah, I was making money from my side jobs, but I was letting Walmart take up 90% of like my stream. So I had every other pillar kind of leaning on quicksand and hoping that it was going to stay up as long as it was until a gust of wind kind of took it all away. And then it just left me with the pillars, and now I had to build it back up slowly by myself. So that's why I've done the way I've done, because even if, let's say, worst case scenario happens, right? I move away and I start off with $1,000 or something like that, right? Let's say day trading stops or something like that, which would never happen because it's stock management. I can still use that skill. That's worst case scenario, right? For day trading, at least. I can still use that skill to go get a license if I want to go to a school and, like I said, get my license. I could be a stock portfolio manager. That's a few $100,000 a year, straight up, immediately, if I wanted to come back to America. Straight up, automatically, immediately, I could go to college, come back, stock portfolio management, any other kind of portfolio management jobs, stock market analyst, all these other jobs, and I have years of experience behind it. I don't have to learn the same stuff that other people had to learn. I already trade smart money concepts, which is the same kind of concepts that the bank uses pretty much, but instead of like liquidity sweeps and stuff like that, it's called like order blocks and breakouts and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I could do that. I could do that. Or I could be a financial advisor, stuff like this. Like, these are things that I could easily do as a fallback plan, like worst case scenario. Even let's say like I won't be doing this out where I'm at, but like let's say the car thing doesn't take off, right? I could always drop that. Once again, it wouldn't be something that would transfer to where I'd be moving to. So, I mean, it's not even a skill I'm trying to get. It's just a multiplier for right now, just temporarily. Because once I make that money, I know I could flip that money and then make more money with that money and then put it into stocks. And then I just break out the middleman, which is trading cars, and just do stocks and online arbitrage pretty much. And that would be life. And like I said, as long as I'm living below my means, which I have no problem with doing. Matter of fact, I think living below your means is more exciting than being rich and being able to buy whatever you want. It's more entertaining that way. Yeah, it's kind of like, it sounds kind of like douchey to say like, I would prefer to be behind on bills than to always be ahead of my bills as of the current situation. And as my current situation, like I said, because I know that I could always kind of like have that hunger behind me to like keep grinding and keep making more of myself. As of when you have all that money, and how I had all that money and I had all the stuff that I ever wanted, I kind of just let it fall through my fingers because I got so comfortable and I wasn't building anymore. Like right now, I'm back in my building era. Back then, I was just plateaued and I was looking and searching for what that thing was that I was missing. And it was just the hunger. I didn't understand why I didn't have it anymore. It's because I was just getting naturally, what's the word for it? We'll just say comfortable, right? I was just getting comfortable in my situation. So when I do move, like I said, the first order of business is to have all that set out. Let's say, like I said, trading falls through. Let's say stock, or not stock, but my clothing and stuff, like my clothing brand and all that stuff falls apart. That's cool, bro. I could always go to international way, or I could always find another way around that, and I guarantee I would find a way around that, even if it's locals, like stuff like that. But with these Trump tariffs, I'm not gonna lie, with USA being the big majority of my sales, it might be a little harder to move some stuff. I'll be real with you, but you know what I mean? So it's kind of like Trump is kind of messing things up as of right now for me temporarily, but like we kind of have to deal with it. It's not that we can do anything as of now, this immediate second, to kind of get it out the way. But yeah, That's the only thing that I could possibly think that would cause a problem other than a world war, which is also pretty likely, but I'm putting a 12% chance that a world war takes place as of this year or the next 4 years. I'd say like 25%, which is pretty high. But this tariff screwing everything that I have being a thing, I'd say like 60%, which I'm not a gambling man, but I don't like those odds all too much. I'll be real with you. 50, 60, or 40, 60. And it's probably higher than that, I'll be real with y'all. So, like I said, that's pretty much everything for today. Not much more to talk about. I'm probably just going to play Roblox for the rest of the day, watch a few YouTube videos. I have been watching a lot of real estate videos like I used to, obviously for the place that I do want to move out to. And it's giving me a lot of hope, I'm not going to lie. Like I said, I am looking very much forward to it, and it's kind of my thing that's pushing me through day to day. I'm like, bro, it's going to get better. 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 And I'm like, even if it doesn't get better, like, it's going to get better because I'm not going to be in the situation that I'm in. And even, I feel like even in the struggle, I can find some beauty in that. So, you know what I mean? Like I said, this is the end of the video. I don't have any more to talk about. And if I do start talking, I'm going to start yapping. So I'm going to end it here. I love you guys, and I will check you in tomorrow's video, right? Yeah, what's tomorrow? Wednesday? Damn, it was 5 o'clock today, bro. Time is moving quick. But yeah, I will check you guys in tomorrow's video, man. I love y'all. Peace.